It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Pulls it in at the 13. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Quick throw completed by Watson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. His throw incomplete.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media, will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
And he completes it to Hunt. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Watson looks to throw again. Another completion here to Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now a first carry for their fullback, and he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
From the 50, it's Watson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Gun. 11, 12, 12.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on second down. Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
A give to the fullback on the dive. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll go option to the short side. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1. Burrow going to keep it himself.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here we go.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a first down throw, Watson. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, it's Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Absolutely have to credit the pass protection there on 3rd down because he had all sorts of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through his progressions, and you just have to know that sooner or later, someone's going to work his way open if you don't get to him. Make sure those guys up front get plenty of credit and recognition for a job well done.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a turn and a give to Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
11 empty.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
So people playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Here we go.
So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good.
And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
First down. Here's Burrow. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
12.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
11 MT, take.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Yates. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
11-90, 11-90, 11-11, 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
This is Hamler on the receiving end. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and they'll remain down by 2. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
11 MT.
Now Burrow on 1st down.
Got a man open. It's Chase. On the move past the 40. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards.
11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
11 Thomas. 11.
Burrow looking to pass. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Nick Bonito picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's a 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
11. 12.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
11 MT. 12.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
11 Thomas.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And now the kick short, but this is a live football picked up in the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that's going to up the lead to 15-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
A touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
11 Thomas. 11.
In motion, the tight end.
11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. Stop.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
Quick slant caught by Chase.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
11 MT, take. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. 11.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
Under pressure, they got him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Returnable now for Allen.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Close. 11, 11. 11, 17.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
11.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Burrow finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
11.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Mixing up the middle. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow will throw.
This pass caught by Hamler. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Mixon is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Another try for Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Here's Burrow.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. 11, 11. 12, 12.
In motion goes the tight end.
11 MT tank. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Browns defense stands tall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 9-yard line.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, all likelihood this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
Throwing, Burrow.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
McPherson on for the extra point.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with that, they're down to one remaining here in this second half. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bengals drive about to get going.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to